little slow right now. Oh, y'all know about to get me. I'm in first place. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We're in the pyramids right now. Wait a minute. Oh, don't let me drive the getaway car. Sheesh! I hit the girl. So what's the objective again? You gotta eat all the big thingies and not get eaten, right? Yeah. And when they turn blue, I can eat them. Yeah. Hey, come on.
Oh, get up top. Oh. Bro.
Y'all wanna know something so crazy? So I'm at Chick-fil-A right now. First of all, the devil be trying it. That's one. Two, I'm at Chick-fil-A right now. I didn't need Chick-fil-A. I wasn't supposed to be at Chick-fil-A. I don't even align with these types of eating things. I don't even get into Chick-fil-A at all really anymore. But I had a thing for a free chicken sandwich and I was hungry. I've been watermelon juice fasting for the past 2.5 days maybe. I was gonna continue juice fasting through tomorrow, but a little change of plans. But y'all, peep this. So I'm at Chick-fil-A, like I said. I just got a sandwich and a lemonade. I got Chick-fil-A sauce. Yo, look at, So y'all, my nails aren't done, but look at, soybean oil is the first ingredient, sugar, barbecue sauce, water, mustard, lemon juice concentrate, mustard flour, xanthan gum, natural flavor, garlic, calcium disodium EDTA added to protect flavor. What? I just thought it was so crazy because, child, I've been eating Chick-fil-A my whole life for real. And I'm in the space now where I am releasing myself from the shackles of the fast food of it all. And Chick-fil-A, I don't even eat fast food. First of all, I don't eat fast food. Chick-fil-A would be the only fast food restaurant I eat. I don't go to nobody's McDonald's, nobody's Popeyes, nobody's Wendy's, none of that. I don't want none of it. I don't even be going to Wawa. That's not fast food, but I don't go there either. Like y'all know on Beauty Shop when the lady was like, when they asked her if she wanted the platter and if she wanted the monkey bread, and she said, oh, baby, I don't drink or eat nothing I can't spell. Very much, I'm giving that. Like, if I can't read the ingredients and know what they are, and I could easily access in my mind what they are, I'm not eating it. So, for me, that just looks like eating from Mother Nature, living my best, good, natural, holistic, plant-based lifestyle. But anyway, like I said, it's a journey, okay? It's a journey, not a race. And today I decided to get Chick-fil-A, and I see sauce packets whenever I do come to Chick-fil-A. I haven't had Chick-fil-A in probably like almost 2 months, but whenever I do come here, I get sauce and I don't even be paying it no mind. But it's just crazy to me. Soybean oil is the first ingredient. Y'all don't find that a little suspicious? Soybean oil and sugar are the first two ingredients. Then everything else is a hosh posh, if that's how you say it, a mosh posh, hosh posh bagosh of a whole bunch of other stuff. And what the hell is calcium disodium EDTA? I'm about to look it up. And real quick, I also found out recently, I was having a conversation with somebody, and he was basically telling me about how he experienced moving different chemicals, like as a truck driver, moving different chemicals to these companies and dropping off loads to Tyson Chicken and to all these other places, and y'all, the ways in which, like, it's absolutely no reason. It's not one justifiable reason for these crazy chemicals and concoctions that we can't even spell, or you got to wear a hazmat, you can't even inhale. There's finding a way to put it in our food. Like, it's no reason. It's no reason. So yeah, child, that's that. But I just had to come on here and say that real quick because I really looked down at that sauce and I was mortified. It's crazy how something can be in front of your face the whole time and it takes a different level of awareness or just something has to shift for you to actually see it. You know what I'm saying? Look at that lady all Joe in my video. Did you see that? Why was she doing that? Yeah, I just think it's crazy. I think it's so absolutely crazy how stuff be right in front of us and we don't be knowing, and then when we do become aware of it, it's just like, that been here the whole time? This whole laundry list of ingredients and calcium disodium EDTA been here the whole time? The whole time? This is what we got going on. Getting ready for the party. This is the before. Well, this is the in the middle. Hanging up these lights. We got the first tent up. They out here working hard. Shut your damn mouth. Man, just shut your ass up. Boy, working hard. It's coming along good. This whole entire yard got to transform. We're gonna put some lights over there. Lights on this thing. We gotta put another tent up back there. I gotta make a balloon arch, child. We got a lot of work to do. Back at Sprouts, you know the vibes. I'm making watermelon juice for a party tomorrow. Here we go. They over there putting in work on the grill over there. He's hanging up the lights. Y'all, I am so tired. I am so tired. I've been running around getting everything together. I went and picked up the cake. The cake is so cute. I don't know if I got it on video. I'm going to show y'all the cake, though. It came out so nice. So, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but the party is Princess and the Frog theme. Also, y'all, please don't mind my hair. It's been a long day. Okay, the girl's going to transform tomorrow. But the party is Princess and the Frog theme. So I'm basically we're holding a graduation party for my little cousin, graduation / send-off party, because the girls are going to college. And it's Princess and the Frog theme because, first of all, she was born in 06. I know, crazy, right? But she was born in 06, and Princess and the Frog, Princess Tiana, is like her first Disney princess. That's what her room was painted or decorated as when she was growing up. That was her favorite Disney princess. And she's going to school in New Orleans, which I think is so incredible. It's all coming full circle. She's going to Zula. So it was only right to do Princess and the Frog theme, but make it elevated, give it some class, give it some pizzazz. So I'm super excited. I'm really tired. I never made a balloon arch a day in my life, child. Not a day. You hear me? Not a day in my life. But I mean, shoot. I feel like I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty talented. I'm pretty creative. I can do it. I'm going to take my time, blow the balloons up. I'm going to just, I got on a vlog right now. I'm watching a Phil Kofer vlog. I was watching this the other day and then I fell asleep. So I'm going to watch this. And then when this goes off, I'm going to turn on Princess and Tiana. I mean, what's her name? Princess and the Frog. So I can really get into it. Let me show y'all the cake real quick. So I got the cake from Sam's. I don't know if y'all have a Sam's near you, but one thing about it, Sam's gonna do what need to be done every single time, okay? Here's the cake. How freaking cute. It says on this side, she's almost there. And then they put Princess Tiana. I can smell it. This cake smells so freaking good. And then over here it says, congratulations, Erica. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so beautiful. And so anyway, if y'all ever seen Princess and the Frog, I actually just seen Princess and the Frog for the first time like earlier this year, all the way through. I had seen it, but never all the way through. In the movie, let me turn you this way so you can see me while I'm trying to close this box. In the movie, she basically, one of the main theme songs, she'd be singing this song saying, I'm almost there. She'd be like, well, I'm almost there. Hey. because Princess Tiana is out here working hard, trying to save up her coins so that she can make her dreams become reality. And that's the same thing that little Miss Erica, my beautiful baby cousin, is doing and has been working so hard. And I'm so excited to just celebrate her tomorrow. And yeah, so basically the cake and the theme of the party is She's Almost There, Princess Tiana edition. It's cute, right? It's really, really cute. So, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to transform. Right now, it's all about, I got to blow this balloon arch up, child. We got centerpieces. My uncle they put the tents up in the yard. I showed y'all a little bit of the tents yesterday, but they put the tents up in the yard. We got this Zula flag. I think I might have showed y'all this, and these little like New Orleans street signs, super cute. So we got, see, Mardi Gras. We got, they say Bourbon Street, St. Peter's, all that stuff. We got these fairy lights, so we're gonna wrap them around the tree so that as it starts to get dark, we'll just have the whole yard lit up really beautifully. And yeah, but one step at a time, okay? One step at a time. I am about to watch a little TikTok on how to do a balloon arch, and that's it. We got it. We about to go from there. So this is what we got going on for this party. We got balloons. So very many balloons. Gold petals. Initially we were going to put lily pads in the vases. I'll show you all the vases in a second, but instead I got these gold petals to go in the vases, and then we're going to put the floating candles. I got to get tablecloths too because I only got one. So I went to Trader Joe's and grabbed, this is baby's breath. I love baby's breath. This is eucalyptus. Smells really good too. And then this one back here is so pretty. I never seen this before. Green dragon is so beautiful. So the mission is, the plan is to make the balloon arch. Woof. Hold up. To make the balloon arch and put the balloons up here, maybe over here, and then stick that stuff in between the balloons to give it some razzle dazzle. And then I'm gonna take this green wire that's giving like swampy vibes and put this in here, and it's gonna be great. Y'all can't even see me. I'm making some breakfast tacos. I went to the store. I'll show y'all what I put in these. Well, I'll show you what they look like, but I went to the grocery store and grabbed a few things. So I made these with eggs. I decided to actually start incorporating eggs back into my diet recently. So for those of you who don't know, I am transitioning back into child, I don't know, God's still working on me, the most natural, organic, plant-based lifestyle. That's just what I believe is best. And while I'm on this journey, trying to gain back a little bit of my weight from the weight that I had lost, and just, out here trying to be the best version of myself, I'm allowing myself to eat eggs because I don't feel personally an adverse reaction to eggs. Everybody's body is different, okay? So you need to listen to your body, and that's it, and that's all. Listen to your body. Eggs work for now. It's just a season. I definitely don't intend on, eating eggs and stuff like that forever. But yeah, child, I'm gonna enjoy these eggs. So anyway, I just took eggs. I cut up some grape tomatoes that I had left over that was low-key getting a little wrinkly and stuff, but they're fine. I cut up a green bell pepper, or part of a green bell pepper. I cut up some onion. I seasoned it with everything but the bagel seasoning. This black garlic that I have from Trader Joe's, some onion powder, ground black pepper, a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. Yeah, I feel like that's probably it. Oh, and I added a little bit of paprika in there just because I wanted the eggs to have some color to them. And then I bought this salsa that I'm putting on these tacos right now. These tacos are loaded, child, so this is about to be a task, trying to eat these and keep it cute. But yeah, I got some salsa to put on top. I just put some avocado on top. Oh, and I also put in some Violife Mexican cheese shreds. That's plant-based cheese. I also don't intend on, eating plant-based cheeses and stuff like that for long, really, at all. I'm on my journey of totally eliminating dairy. Out of all the things in the world, out of all the things in my diet, dairy has been by far the hardest to eliminate because I love cheese, okay? I love a good big macaroni, a good like Alfredo, a good pasta, all the things, but dairy is so bad for you. Like, it is so bad for you. It makes me break out. It makes my gut feel terrible. So the dairy has to go. And while I'm transitioning into the fully plant-based life, I'm using, like dairy supplements and stuff like that because I know myself. And again, you got to know yourself. You got to honor yourself. Listen to what God is telling you, okay? And for me, a dairy supplement is a step in the right direction because I'm the type where I'll call myself going cold turkey and then I'll jump out the window and regress and be like binge eating cheese and different stuff like that because I didn't slowly wean myself off. So I'm just doing my best. This egg is good. Doing my best to not set myself up for failure. So anyway, I'm about to eat these tacos. I'm gonna show you them. They're gonna be good. I made 4 eggs, which is low-key way too much eggs, but it's okay, child. But yeah, so these are the Mexican style shreds that I use. I really like Violife. I feel like out of all the different plant-based cheeses that I've tried, because I've tried quite a few of them, this one is really good. I've tried Daya. It's okay. I think it depends. But this one right here really blends and melts just like cheese. And then I just use these Carb Balance Mission whole wheat street taco tortillas. I really don't care about the carb balance. I just wanted them because they're whole wheat. And then I got some orange juice and I got to take my green powder and my vitamins and stuff. So I'm getting ready to get into that. And this food looks really yummy. So, I got to take a picture because child, I'm about to eat. I am going out of town this weekend. I'm about to be going for the next week. I'm so excited. I got to go to Baltimore on Saturday to support the Wealth Summit by a friend of my cousin's, a family friend of mine. I'm gonna be helping her. She's hosting the event. The Earn Your Leisure guys are gonna be there, Troy and Rashad and Imani Ellis and all the other things. I have taken an intentional step away from the networking events and all the things. It's not really my space. I just don't feel like it's authentic and aligned with where God is calling me. And I'm not into the whole like, oh, I'm such and such and this is what I do. Who would like, I'm not into that right now. To each their own. But I'm looking forward to the event because it's an opportunity to be of service, an opportunity to help make sure that the event is running smoothly and running well. And yeah, I'm excited about it. So I'm gonna be leaving Friday night to go to Baltimore, and then Sunday I'm gonna drive from Baltimore to North Carolina, and I'm gonna be staying with family for the next few days. That's the leg of my trip that I'm so excited about. I've never been to North Carolina. I've been through it. I stopped at a rest stop when I was driving back from Atlanta one time. But I'm really excited. I think it's going to be the rejuvenation that I need, the getaway that I really need. And so, yeah, girl, I'm looking forward to it. So after I finish eating, I got to go to the tire place because my tire light came on. I don't see anything in my tire, but I'm going to just have them look at it, make sure everything is kosher. If it's not, get it situated before I get on the road. Because initially I was going to take Amtrak or Greyhound or whatever, but child, it's just too much. Like, too many steps, too much, and I'm gonna just drive. I'm gonna take the road trip. It'll be nice. It'll be rejuvenating, relaxing, download some podcasts, listen to some sermons, listen to nothing, and just observe God's creation. Yeah, so that's the vibe. So I gotta do that. And then I think also I'm gonna go to AT&T and get a new phone because it's time. It's been time. My phone be overheating, doing all types of things. The reason it's taken me so long to get a new phone, I know I'm ranting. I'm supposed to be showing y'all my food, and I don't want my food to get cold, but so here's my tacos. These things is busting out the seams, but they're gonna be really good. Avocado, eggs, pico, all the works. Sis is looking crazy. I ended up getting my tire fixed. Glory to God. It was only it was a hole in my tire, so it was only $30 to get it fixed. Don't mind if I do. And I went and got a new phone, so I'm talking to y'all live from the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I'm driving, so it's a little bit hard to hold this. But But yeah, I've been moving around all day. I just left my storage unit. I just ran in there and then I ran back out because I need to use the restroom. Now I'm headed to my sister's house for a little movie night, waiting for one of my girlfriends to call because my good sis got engaged in the south of France and she just got home. So you know the group chat, gotta get the tea. Also, y'all, let me just tell you something. You see all this? One thing about it, my skin is gonna snitch every time. I was living my best life at the cookout, having all types of foods, doing all the things, and now I am fighting for my life to get the taste of the like desire to eat processed foods out of my mouth. And let me just tell you, this is breaking out, okay? So we working on it. I'm gonna do the other half of my detox cleanse very soon because the only way that I can really get my taste buds to stop craving these foods is to do a bitter detox. So we don't love bitters, but we do love bitters because they have amazing benefits for the body. So yeah, child, this is what my current situation is looking like, and they about to have fried Oreos and nachos and popcorn and everything else at this movie night, child. So I might have a fried Oreo, I might, but that's about it. So this right here is me and my mom's first apartment, 125-1. Down here in a dungeon. And look, y'all, nobody even lives here. It's a padlock on the door. Nobody even lives here. It's crazy because, child, my hair, please. It's crazy because I had never been back here, low-key, like, ever. We stopped living here when I was like, I don't know, maybe like 6 or 7 probably. And we shared a bedroom. And I always slept in her bed though, but we shared a bedroom. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. And I have not a lot, but I do have some core memories in this apartment for sure. So this window right here, my hair, this window right here is the window to our bedroom. And I'm gonna show you around back. But sometimes lately, after my mom transitioned, I like to come out here sometimes because it's so peaceful, and there's a pond back here. And when I was little, my mom told me that it was alligators and crocodiles in the pond, so that I wouldn't try and walk up in there, I guess, or get too close to it. And I really believed it for longer than I would like to admit. But look, it's all this greenery. It's so beautiful. And we used to come out here and feed the ducks bread. So back here, this is the back of the apartment. This right here, over there is, oh wait, no, that might not be true. Hold on. This right here to the left of the bush is where our balcony was. And yeah, I remember my hair. I remember when this one Christmas, I will never forget, I had to be like probably 5 or 6 at the most. This one Christmas, my mom woke me up out of my sleep and she was like, Kyrah, Santa Claus came. And I was like, what? And I remember coming out into the living room. Yo, I gotta find a way to get into this apartment. Nobody lives in there. But the problem is these apartments, it's not like, I don't think it's run by the complex. I think somebody owns that individual apartment now. So I would have to figure that out. But I went out into the living room and it was all lit up. And I had a bike and a life-size Barbie and the Christmas tree had all the colorful lights, and she had the sliding glass door open because she said that's where Santa had came out of. And it brings me just real joy, like really good memories, because it takes me back to a place of really happy memories with my mom. And sometimes it's hard to remember the happy memories. My mom and I went through a lot, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I really wouldn't. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to remember or see those memories because there was just a lot of pain and a lot of hard things that happened during the span of her life and during the span of our relationship. And so, yes, like coming back here just reminds me of that and reminds me of like my mommy. Like, you know how as a little kid, your parents, it's like mommy energy, like not your mom, not your dad. It's like your mommy and your daddy. And that's what it makes me think of. And I could just see her laughing, and I could see her closet and her putting on her lip gloss and her earring. I mean, child, not lip gloss. I told y'all a lie. Her lipstick and her earrings and getting ready for work. And I remember like having these little pink Tims and having the flyest little outfits. And I had no idea, that she was really doing her best to make ends meet. That never crossed my mind. I was just a kid. And so, yeah, coming back here really centers me. It brings me a lot of peace, gratitude. And this pond out here, this is the pond. I think it's dirty. This pond out here also brings back a lot of memories, like I said, because we would come out here and feed the ducks and stuff and walk around. And then when I got a little bit older, we moved from over here to a development that's like on the other side of this pond, like up there and around the corner. And I have friends that lived in this development, because this apartment complex that I just showed y'all is one development. Like this right here is one development, and then this right here is a different apartment complex, or I don't know, I guess it's apartments, townhouses, something like that. So yeah, but it really does bring back good memories, and I'm grateful to be able to find and hold on to those good memories, because sometimes in different seasons it's been a little tough. It's definitely been a little tough, and I'm grateful that my mom is at peace. I'm grateful that she's experiencing a level of peace that she could never experience on earth. And I'm grateful that she's no longer suffering, that our relationship isn't strained in the way that it was. And that God was able to really restore our relationship before she passed away, and restore it to the umpteenth degree now that she is my guardian angel. So yeah, I'm grateful. When I say sis is breaking out, do you see this? I just got off work. I'm at TJ Maxx trying to find something to wear for this event that I'm going to this weekend. I'm supposed to be wearing black or white or both. So I grabbed 2 black numbers, and then I saw this set. Y'all gonna see the vibes when I try it on. So this dress is cute. I don't know if you can see it. This dress is cute and simple, but it's low-key too small. Like, this button don't even really want a button for it. Like, if I pop this open, it's cute. Simple, clean. I feel like it gives professional, because I'm volunteering for a professional event and I need to represent the brand. It's tight though. It's a small, so it's like, it could work, but child. So this is an option. I might get this, and then if I find something better, take it back. This is option 1. Option 2, I gotta pee, so my belly is on. This is really, really pretty. I like the bottom. The only thing is, this is giving me more like night out vibes. I feel like I would definitely have to wear a heel for this to work. Child, look at this. Childish, look at this. This is really cute. It's super tight. It's super, super tight, so it ain't going nowhere. This event, I'm gonna be doing a lot of moving around, so I wanna wear a sneaker. And I don't know if this is giving sneaker. I don't know. I was going more for like a blouse and a pleated skirt type of vibe, so yeah. I tried this on low-key just to see what it was hitting for. I love this detail. Should I get my belly button? Start wearing it again? I don't know, child. It's okay though. I'm not like over the moon about this. And this was just random, something I wanted to try on, so I'm not in love with it, so it's a no. Okay, so my TJ Maxx trip was unsuccessful. I tried on 3 outfits. I think I showed y'all. The dress was the one that I thought was cute and it had potential, but I don't think it goes with the vibe of the event. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and find something tomorrow. I get off work at 4:30 tomorrow, so I'm hoping I have more energy. I'm tired. Like, I've been at work all day. I had a long day today, and I don't know. I don't have the capacity right now to be really looking through shelves and everything. So I'm going to try and find something tomorrow. I do have a few fallback outfits. Not a few. I have probably about 1.5 fallback outfits if push comes to shove. I have this black romper jumpsuit that I wore at my aunt and uncle's 50th anniversary party a few weeks ago. So I could definitely wear that. But I wore it already and I took pictures in it. So I'm not trying to wear that per se. But also, like, I'm not losing sleep over it. This event, I'm really just going to be of service. I'm not going to be seen. I do recognize though that I am going to be seen. So obviously, like, I definitely want to be more intentional about that. I feel like I'm in a space now in life where I try to be more thoughtful about the way that I show up in the world. And I wish that I could say that I've always been that way, but I'm not. Sometimes I just get up and go, and I hate that because then I feel like I don't look my best. I don't feel my best. Like, even today when I got up, like, my hair is a mess, child. I just pulled it back into a bun, but I don't even have no hair products. Like, when I say no hair products, I mean not a one hair product. Like, I got shampoo and conditioner and co-wash, and that's it. Like, my hair is dry as hell, and I really want to eliminate profanity from my vocabulary, so work in progress. So my hair is dry, and it's just a mess, and I don't have any skincare, like any moisturizer. I ran out of moisturizer, and I've been using this facial oil for a while, but the facial oil is nice, but I still need that actual boost of moisturizer from like a hydrating gel cream, and my skin has been struggling, so I need to get something to put in my hair, and I also need to get something to put on my skin. The only problem is I'm near the mall right now, so I could run into Sephora because I want to get the Belief Aqua Bomb. I personally really love the Drika Blue Tansy Moisturizer. I'm sure I told y'all about that on my channel before, or if not, on Instagram or somewhere. I really, really love that moisturizer, and I ran out of the Lemon Balm one by her as well, probably like a month or so ago now. The only thing is I have to order it online, and then you got to wait for it to come in, and I just been procrastinating that. So, but I'm at the point where my skin sis is at her wit's end, okay? I showed y'all my skin earlier, but like, I am breaking out. I don't even know if you can really see. I have like a little breakout on my neck. This, you can't miss this. A blind man could see this. This is a combination of eating foods that are not good for me, that my body can't digest, that I know better. I fasted and purged my body of all like processed foods, low vibrational foods, just like heavy foods that my body couldn't digest, and it really transformed the way that I feel and felt in my body. And it's so crazy because I regressed, journeying in grace here, but that's done up though. I regressed, and when I tell y'all, like, my skin is breaking out, I'm so fatigued. I've been tired all day, like fatigued, and fatigue is something, like extreme fatigue is something that I was struggling with for a long time, where it would be really hard for me I would be fighting myself to stay awake during the day. I would just be exhausted, like wake up, go out, be tired, then it would kind of go away, then I would start feeling tired again. Yeah, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. My body is showing me the signs. As they say, the body keeps the score. So, but anyway, yeah, so my skin, like I said, it's a combination of diet, right? Not eating foods that my body can't process. It's a combination of not getting enough rest, not drinking enough water, and also stress. So, you know, we're working on it. And for myself, I can observe in myself when something is wrong, or something, like I have become a student of myself and really set my intention to become a student of myself. And what I mean by that is not on some like worshiping me. I really don't want to get it twisted, because I feel like the self-discovery gets a bad rap because it seems selfish, or there are people out here who are saying it from the perspective of only being focused on themselves and not being devoted to God, or not being focused on community and the bigger picture. That's not what I'm saying at all. I mean being a student of myself in terms of knowing myself, understanding myself, and honoring what helps me to better steward this vessel. So I believe that our vessels are one of God's greatest gifts to us, and God gave us these gifts for a reason. Each of our vessels operate differently, and it's our responsibility as people with free will to be aware of how your vessel works, to take care of your vessel so that you can fulfill the purpose and the mission that you was put here on this earth to do. But child, that's a whole nother story for another day. Baked macaroni, I had a little bit, like just stuffed in my body that I just know better. And even today, I ate Chick-fil-A today. Like, don't ask me why. I had a slice of barbecue chicken pizza and a kid's meal from Chick-fil-A with an ice cream cup and a cookie. And all I can say is I'm really going to war with my flesh right now. Like you have to declare war on your flesh every day. You really, if you're going to change and be able to step into all that you're called to be, and for God to trust you to steward the gifts that he put on the inside of us, you got to be a good steward of your body. And I know for me, when I am eating bad and stuff like that, it's two things. It's either social, and not in a peer pressure way, because I'm not going to sit and say like nobody be pressuring me to do nothing. It's just not being 10 toes enough on what I really stand for and what I really believe. And as a result, eating the types of foods that I have outgrown, being in those types of environments that I have outgrown, and then that creates a taste in your mouth. It's almost like an addiction, where it's like when you go for a long time without eating something, and then when you circle the block and eat it, now your body is craving processed food. Your body is craving these things because they got a lot of salt and sugar and this and that in them. And yeah, so I had like 2 plates of cookout food, and then we was off to the races. And next thing you know, it's like I'm craving Chick-fil-A. The thing about it is, it's not a bad thing to crave it. Let me not say it's not a bad thing. I don't know if it is, but craving it is not the problem. It's not being able to deny my flesh and actually acting on it. That's the problem, because it opens up another door. And the other thing is, because as I was saying, it's like, with the food, it's one of two things. It's either, like I said, doubling back on stuff and reigniting that fleshly desire that like, oh my God, I gotta have it, I need it so much, that low vibrational desire. Or it's, at least for me personally, it's subconscious mental struggles. It's subconscious like anxiety creeping up. It's subconscious trying to control and not being in full surrender and full trust. It's that subconscious worry that will manifest in different ways. And the next thing you know, I'll be eating something low vibrational, because even though I'm not consciously aware of it, I'm feeling low vibrational. And then next thing you know, it's like a spiral and trying to climb yourself out of it. So that was a lot, but that's what I mean when I say being a student of ourselves is so important, because it's important to know what makes you tick and how you can create a lifestyle for yourself that allows you to stay within the perimeters of the boundaries that you've set for yourself, and how to honor those boundaries. And most of the battle is just say no. That's what they used to say with DARE, right? With drugs and stuff. It's like, just say no. And we be all like, yeah, but it's not that easy. And it's like, yeah, but the thing about it is, it really is. But you're going to have to fight yourself and fight yourself and fight yourself. And I heard Kobe Bryant say this before, and it has always stuck with me. He said something about like, once you start like bargaining with yourself, I might be messing that up, but he said once you start bargaining with yourself or start negotiating with yourself in your head, you're in a bad spot. And it's true. Like it's really true. Once you start being it, like when I'm in my head and Chick-fil-A crosses my mind, And I know that I shouldn't get Chick-fil-A, but I'm thinking about it, and now my mind is having a conversation about it. It's nothing to have a conversation about. We know that this is food we don't align with, we being me and my body. We know this is food we don't align with. We know that it has no nutritional value. We know that it goes against our core values. We know that it's not from the earth and it's not God's best for me. And so it just needs to be no end of discussion. And that stuff, I know it's food, and some people probably think I'm crazy, but it's real. It's real. And yeah, so I'm just feeling the repercussions of that right now. So I'm definitely going to be cleansing and getting myself together. But even like I said, me not having hair products and me not having skincare products and my skin going outside and all these different things, it's really my body's way of trying to get my attention about the fact that I really need to be deepen in my self-care. I really need to devote to caring for myself and caring for this vessel. And there's a scripture, I don't know it off the top of my head, but I was studying it in my Bible the other day. There is a scripture that talks about, let me see if I can find it. I even think that when it comes to family and different stuff like that, like, you will be so surprised if you take time to take inventory of your family and your genetics and your DNA. You will be so surprised the way that a lot of us are really exposing ourselves to things that your history, if you open your eyes, is showing you proof that, oh sis, we don't do this. Like, oh bro, we don't do this. You get what I'm saying? Like, whether that means that in your family it's a lot of diabetes or high blood pressure or whatever the case may be. Like on my dad's side of the family, cancer runs rampant through my dad's side of the family. My dad is the second youngest of 18 siblings. My dad passed away from cancer, and I'm trying to count. He has at least, I feel like my dad has at least 5 or 6 siblings that also had cancer. And it's crazy. Like, that don't make no sense. And it's just weird how it's like, so we see these things happen and we feel the impact of these things happening, but we continue to live the same lifestyles knowing that clearly something is wrong. Like, it can't always just be coincidental, like just Russian roulette. Like, that can't be real. You get what I'm saying? Like, women having hysterectomies. Why are people taking your uterus out? Why? Even I noticed another thing, like on my dad's side of the family, I noticed and observed that a lot of the women have, how do I say? A lot of the women in my dad's side of the family have like facial hair or obesity and things that, and again, this is not in a judgmental way, this is just observation and information, because knowledge is power, period. A lot of the women have physical symptoms that there's a hormonal imbalance, whether that means PCOS, whether that means endometriosis, whether that means your hormones are just outside because the foods that we be eating got way too many preservatives and processes and all the different things. My mom's side of the family, I feel like my mom's side of the family is generally a lot more health conscious. Generally a lot of people living longer, healthier lives, not struggling with a whole bunch of diseases and stuff like that. It's definitely still, don't get me wrong, like the high blood pressures and the diabetes and all the things in like more distant family on my mom's side, but in my immediate family, like my grandma and her siblings, generally more healthy. However, on my mom's side, alcoholism runs rampant, and I don't talk about it really at all on the internet because I just don't really feel called to, and I'm just super protective of my mom and of her life and of her struggles. But what I could say is just that my mom struggled with her mental health and with balancing that, and she also struggled with alcoholism and, self-medicating with alcohol, and ultimately complications of that are what took her life. And like I said, I don't talk about it a lot because I really will smack somebody behind my mom. Like, I wish I could sound more eloquent and more like, but no, that's what it is. But yeah, like even on my mom's side of the family, it's like when you really pull the layers back, when you open your eyes, it's like uncles and like a lot of my grandmom's uncles and like even my great grandpa, my mom's grandpa, died around the same age as my mom. Same type of vibe. Like, I don't know him. I never met him, so I don't know what his life really consisted of. You get what I'm, you know what I mean? But like, a lot of people were struggling with the bottom of that bottle, really taking them out. And so I'm saying all this to say that it's so important to pay attention to yourself, pay attention to your body, listen to it, pay attention to your family history so that you can understand and make more loving decisions so that you can steward this vessel well. And right now, at this exact moment in my life, I'm falling short of that. I was doing really, really good. I've made some great strides, and I am proud of myself for the progress that I've made, but I am regressing as of this past week or so. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I need my body. I eat certain foods and my digestive system is like, hell no. And y'all probably saw my post that I had did on Instagram. I didn't talk about it here on YouTube, but I lost over 15 pounds because I started having really bad digestive issues. I thought I was having IBS. I thought I was having all types of things. Like, I didn't know what was going on. Anyway, I'm feeling better, but then you start eating these foods again, and I start feeling my digestive system feeling clogged again. And I know what it's like because I do my best to take such good care of myself. I know what it's like when my vessel is operating at its highest frequency, at its best capacity, when it's clean and well, like running like a well-oiled machine, you know? And so when I'm falling short of that, I can definitely tell. Wow, that was a mouthful. All that because I was basically just saying that I came out of TJ Maxx and I didn't find any outfits. But yeah, so I think I'm about to run to Target because I really don't want to go in the mall right now. I don't like going in the mall. Just not my thing. And I look a mess right now. Not look a mess, but like, I got on work clothes. I've been at work all day, and child, as I was saying to y'all earlier, like, my hair is not brushed, my skin looks crazy. I got on some like raggedy running shoes. No. So I think I'm gonna go to Target because y'all know Target now has the little Ulta pop up, and I think I'm gonna get some curl enhancing smoothie, and if they have Believe Aqua Bomb, I'm gonna grab that for sure. And then I gotta run to my storage unit. I have some things in my car that I need to drop off in the storage unit. I went there yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to show y'all because I got sidetracked. I had to use the bathroom. It was too much going on. So I'll show y'all that when we get to the storage unit. But yeah, I need to drop some things off there. I got my suitcase out of there yesterday so that I can put my clothes in my luggage so I can get ready for my road trip because sis is leaving tomorrow. I'm so excited. And I'm gonna vlog that. That's gonna be like a totally separate vlog. So this video will end probably tonight, and and it will pick up with everything getting ready for my road trip. But I'm so excited. I'm going to North Carolina and I'm going to Baltimore first, and it's so amazing how God works because my mom's birthday is on Saturday. Today's Thursday, and I will be in Baltimore on Saturday. Then I'm going to North Carolina, and I'll tell y'all more about that in the next vlog. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. It's much needed. I need some real rest. I need some time with family, some time off the grid. I need some time out in nature to really hear from God clearly and to reset and get myself situated to where I need to be so that I can thrive, so that, like I said, I keep saying this, but so that I can really steward this life well. If my parents' transition has taught me nothing else, it is that life is a gift and that we have to make the most out of it. And I am so scared of like missing my mark, as they say. I'm so scared to not live up to all that God intended for me to be and for me to do in this lifetime, and for whatever way that I am to serve and whoever needs the gifts that God put on the inside of me. I don't want to fall short of that. I really don't. And again, I think from having parents that passed away at a young age, neither one of my parents lived to see 60 years old. So having parents that passed away at a young age and suffered with a lot of mental and physical dis-ease, I know that we always want to see people make their victory lap in the flesh, and sometimes it doesn't happen, and I'm aware of that because I've seen it happen in my real life. You know, I just feel like I'm at a space in my life where I will die to my flesh. I will die to myself every day to be everything that God intended for me to be so that I can fulfill the mission. And I don't know what that mission is, but I'm learning and God is blessing me. So anyway, that was a lot. I most certainly did not mean to start ranting like that, but We're gonna go to the storage unit, and then we're gonna go to Target, and then we're gonna go home because sis gotta work at 8 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, even work is crazy. Like, even work, I haven't even told y'all. We're gonna catch up. I feel like YouTube is my safe space, and there's so much I want to share with y'all, so many things I've documented that I have ready to roll to share with y'all that I just haven't for one reason or another. But I want to really share my journey of what life has been like for me over this past 1.5 years or past 2 years, because child, when I tell you, it don't look nothing like the vision board, okay? It don't look nothing like the vision board. And as somebody who has 2 degrees, that may mean something to a lot of people. I'm not really that moved by it, but like, as somebody who has 2 degrees and thought that she should be doing so much more, that she should be living such a large life, it just hasn't planned out. It hasn't played out like that yet. But I was listening to this sermon by Travis Green. He visited at Transformation Church. It's called Hold On, There's Another Chapter. I'm gonna link it down below in the description. When I tell y'all, like, medicine to the soul, so transformative, so transformative. I can't even put into words that sermon. I watched it again today. That's like the 3rd time I watched it, and every time I listen to it, I hear something new. He just was talking about how God is asking us to hold on because there's another chapter. And so this chapter of life has been really hard. It's been really humbling. It's been a lot of pruning, a lot of getting rid of what is not serving the plan that God has for my life and not serving the direction that I'm going in. It's been a lot of humility, a lot of surrendering control, but it's needed. And I'm looking forward to seeing just how good life can and will get on the other side of this. And yeah, but Shorty is ranting now. Sis has been ranting, so I'ma go. I just got an idea. I am about to walk y'all through tonight how I re-regulate my nervous system. I think nervous system regulation is the first step on this journey of returning back into alignment. Of course, after talking to God, obviously. But nervous system regulation is so important. And the reason that I say that, if y'all don't know what I mean by that, essentially, when we go through things, right, our bodies, our nervous systems respond to them. And everybody's nervous system is going to respond different just based on your upbringing, based on the way, you know, that you're wired, based on a lot of different things, right? But what happens for people like me who get a little anxious, what happens is that anxiety starts to run your life and run your decisions. And then what happens is it's hard to regulate it and come back down to ground zero. And then you be somewhere, I'd be somewhere trying to build, okay, well, let me just hop back on my horse and make better choices. And it's like, you can't. You can try, you can do your best, but first we got to regulate the nervous system. So what I'm about to do is, thank you, Holy Spirit, for blessing me. What I am about to do is, while I'm driving, I am listening to calming music. I actually really, really love listening to singing bowls and Native American flute music and stuff like that. I need music that is super soft and easy on my nervous system. I don't want to hear words. I don't want to hear no bass bumping or none of that. I like healing frequency music as well. Find what works for you. Some people love worship music. Some people love, I don't know. Y'all know I do not get into the religious politics of it all. So if you got a problem with it, you might as well keep it to yourself, because I'm not in the mood. But yeah, so like I said, I listen to music that is soft and easy, and I just breathe deeply while I'm listening to it to start that regulation. Then I'm going to take a good shower. I'm going to exfoliate. I'm going to wash my hair. I don't know if I'm a deep condition, but that would be nice. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do all the extra layers of that, but I'm going to wash my hair. I'm going to put some moisturizer in it, actually care for it, put some oil in it. I'm gonna hydrate my skin. I'm gonna lather up my body with shea butter and let that tight, tense, anxious energy just melt off me. And I feel like this be the part right here that so many of us are missing in our lives. It really is that missing piece that more of us need, because y'all, I promise you, without finding ways to get back to center gravity, and that again looks different for everybody, without finding ways to get yourself back to center gravity, it is so hard, I might even argue impossible, to get yourself back into alignment. So yeah, like I said, it's really about finding what works for you and just honoring that. And hey son, hi. Finding what works for you and really honoring that. So I'm gonna go through the motions nice and slow tonight, play some soft music. I'm not going to answer the phone. I am going to go into my cocoon and go into my bubble, preserve myself and love on myself and nourish myself. I'm gonna just do all the things that allow me to feel at ease and peaceful. I will share the playlist that I'm about to listen to. It's called Sagittarius Season by The Hood Healer, and it's basically just a compilation of different like singing bowls, like I said, Native American music, rain sounds, easy flowing on the nervous system. So again, I would pay attention. If you have experienced something like this, I would pay attention to what brings your nervous system ease and what makes you more anxious or makes you more worked up, and find the things that bring you ease that are healthy though, okay? Let's not escape our feelings. I've been there and we can talk about it. I would love to talk about it, but let's find the things that bring us ease and lean into those and nourish yourself with more of that. It's like mothering yourself. It really is. It's not like mothering yourself. It is mothering yourself. Everybody needs to know how to mother themselves and how to nurture and nourish ourselves. So yeah, I already feel better. Honestly, once that clicked in my brain and once I have something to look forward to, like when I go home, I'm so looking forward to doing that night routine, doing that extra, giving myself that extra love that I need and deserve. So I just had to pop in to say that because it just came to me, and then I was like, oh, I gotta share this. I have got to share this. I got y'all propped up on my mom's old luggage because I thought I had my phone holder piece for my tripod, but I don't. This is my storage unit. So I got this storage unit because when my mom passed away, I had to clean out her house. My cousins helped me clean out her home. And honestly, it was really overwhelming. She didn't have a whole bunch of stuff, but it was just overwhelming trying to figure out what to do with the stuff, because at the time I wasn't living, where was I? No, that's not true. At the time I was living in Camden. Yeah, I was living in Camden in the hood. And my living situation just wasn't great. And I didn't have so much storage to just put her stuff for a long period of time. And since then I've been living with family. Hence why your girl be so tired all the time. But listen, God restores, okay? But anyway, yeah, so I have been telling myself for some time that I was gonna come in here and just try and make everything organized, because I got some of my mom's stuff in here, like computers and luggages and clothes and stuff like that. But then I also, this clothing rack, whoa, come on. I actually bought this clothing rack for the storage unit because I figured it would be easier for some of my clothes and stuff that I needed to, oops, child, this thing doing against me. Hold on, please hold. Clothing rack I bought because I thought it would just be easier for the stuff that needs to be hung up to go on here. So I have like winter coats and old coats, fashion coats, robes, blazers, dresses, stuff that I truthfully really probably ain't ever gonna wear again, or maybe might wear again. Then I have some of my stuff. I really don't have a lot of stuff, as I keep saying to y'all. This past year of my life has been, this past year plus 2 years, child, I can't even keep up at this point, has been a lot. And when I left Dallas was the last place that I lived when I was on my own, technically. Like when I had my own apartment, I should say. When I left Dallas, I was in such a need to get out of their space, and it was so far across the country. I got rid of mostly because it just wasn't gonna be worth it to be trying to figure out how to ship stuff home and like paying for all that and everything. So I got rid of everything. I got rid of all my furniture, my couch, my bed, my pots and pans, my plates, all my bathroom stuff, like any type of home decor stuff, balcony chairs, rugs, bookshelf. I didn't have a whole bunch of stuff, but I got rid of all of the furnishings of my apartment. And then I also bare minimum, like stripped my clothes down to the bare minimum, just the bare necessity essentials. So where I'm staying at right now, I just have like bare necessities in terms of work clothes. I have workout clothes. I have shorts and stuff like that, because child, is summertime and it's hot, okay? And then yeah, just a few pairs of shoes, and then pretty much anything else I need. Like for instance, if I gotta go out somewhere, if I'm about to go travel, anything like that, I come to my storage unit and I get whatever I have out of here, or I just go buy something, because like I said, I really don't have a lot. So I got my vision board. From this vision board I think I made this vision board in Dallas. This pillow is a picture of me and my dad. Let me get closer so y'all can see. This pillow is a picture of me and my dad eating oopsies. This was on my bed in the house in Camden when I was staying there. All my books, because I am an avid reader. I love to read. I actually have pushed myself to put a pause on reading for the summertime, because as much as I love to read and learn and consume information, it can be really overwhelming sometimes, especially when I'm reading like different types of novels that are about truth. I don't read a lot of fiction, but I do have a fiction book in here that I'm going to grab to take with me to North Carolina, so I could just read it and just totally space out. I might not even pick it up at all, who knows. So yeah, as you can see, this is a lot going on. This is a painting, some sort of art project that I must have did in 6th grade, and some random math problem. My grandma found this and gave it to me. This was young Kai as a gymnast with her ears pierced, and I don't know why sis thought she had green eyes, but hey, creativity. And back here, I got books, y'all. When I say I have so many books, it's sickening. So many books. I have a microphone for content. I don't even know what this is, clothes. So yeah, so this is my current situation. Like I said, I've been wanting to, this is not gonna stay. Is it gonna stay? Like I said, I've been wanting to just make this organized for a while, because I kind of just threw everything in here, but I just don't have the capacity to do it today. This is a picture of me and my daddy. These, oh my gosh, y'all, look. These right here. Wow. These, I have to keep these. I'm going to frame these. These are scriptures. It says today's prayer on the back. This is Psalm 34:4. I sought the Lord and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. I love that. This is what happens when you drive with the windows down and you don't have no gel in your hair. Whoa. You know what's crazy? I'm almost positive that this Target used to have way more hair products for the black girls. Like, I am confusion. Like, I low-key don't see any of the things I came in here for, which makes me feel like I should have just went to Sephora. Y'all, I'm really laughing at the way that I'm just on this camera looking all types of crazy, but it's okay because this is about transformation. This is about self-care, and the moral of this story is, if at first you don't succeed, sis, you better get up and try again. I am rejuvenated, skin smelling like shea butter. Y'all can't even really see me that good, but yeah, I'm rejuvenated. My hair is in need of some serious TLC. Serious, but she's hydrated. I definitely need to go get a treatment soon for sure. A treatment, a trim, maybe a cut, child. But I did not end up buying the face moisturizer. I just wasn't sold on it. And I just feel like I can go get the one that I want tomorrow from Sephora when I get off work, because I work around the corner from Sephora. So I'm just like, rather than buy this and not like it and then gotta take it back, I might as well just wait. So I just, I washed my face. I toned my face with witch hazel, and then I also used this dark spot toner from Pharmacy. It's really nice. I need to use it more often. I use that, and then I just put the little teeny tiny bit, I just put the little bit left of this face oil on my face. If my hair looks weird, it's just because the light is behind it, but yeah, I just put this little bit of, this is a chia facial oil. You can't even really see this for real, but it's an omega-3 concentrate for a youthful glow and barrier support. This is from Coco Kind, and I like this. This gives a nice hydration. I do want to get back to using my red raspberry oil on my face. And this postbiotic acne serum, I actually didn't put any of this on, and you're supposed to put your serums on before you put your face oil on, but child, oh well, sis is breaking out, okay? This one right here, I also really like this. I'm just not as consistent as I need to be with it. So that's a work in progress. I feel real good, okay? My eyes is heavy. But yeah, I used the Cantu leave-in conditioner that I got from Target. I showed y'all this when I was there. My hair feels okay. I have some oil downstairs that I need to seal it with in the bathroom. I definitely forgot to put oil in my hair, so I'm gonna do that before I go to bed. I hate going to bed with wet hair. I feel like that's like black girl 10 commandments, things you don't do 101. But because my hair was so dry and so raggedy, and I'm not gonna have time to wash it tomorrow before work, it had to get done. So I'll probably just put my hair in like 2 braids or something. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll probably put it in 2 braids and then wrap it in a towel. Not a towel, excuse me, a t-shirt when I sleep, so that way it's like, it's not like I'm sleeping on wet hair. And then last but not least, I used this shea butter. I was looking for my other one, but it's actually, my phone is leaned up against it. I used my Shea Theory shea butter to hydrate my skin. This right here is like, you need this in your life. If you never had Shea Theory, sis, you need it. This one is the vanilla honey. As you can see, this is empty, okay? And the one that I had put on tonight is the brown sugar. It's a whipped body butter. It's so rich. It's so bomb. I love it so much. And if I take that outside in the sun, it will melt. So I can't take it with me. I need to get some sort of, what do you call that? Like some sort of cold pack or something to keep things chilled when I travel, because baby girl. And now I'm about to just seal it all off with this grounding blend from Drika. So this is an essential oil roller ball. It has jojoba oil, lavender oil, frankincense oil, amyris oil, vetiver oil, and geranium oil. This smells so good. I get so many compliments on it. People think I'm wearing some sort of illustrious fragrance, and it's really this essential oil. She also has a nighttime blend, if I'm not mistaken, so I need to get that one as well. But essential oil will get the nervous system where it needs to be. Oh, also, let me show y'all this too. This right here, I'm gonna definitely be packing this with me. This is Wooden Spoon Herbs Rose Colored Glasses Tincture. So lately I've been in my tincture bag, and tinctures are really great because they're basically like potent blends of herbal supplements that you can take in a dropper form. So you can take it straight up, as you can see, but I either just take it directly orally, or you could put it in a water bottle or put it in a drink or whatever you want to do with it. But this one is really good because it eases the mind and lifts the mood. So this is a blend of it says cheer up and chill out with this sweet stress support. Infuse your mood with blissful blooms and ease into a rosy state of mind. So this one I really like because it's rose petal extract, passion flower, oat seed extract, and hawthorn. And they have a few other ones. This brand right here, I really, really like this. It's super clean, natural, organic, all of the good things, all of the good things. And this is something that I keep on deck just to regulate my nervous system, especially on those days when I'm feeling myself just kind of up there and not as settled as I need to be. This definitely supports me in keeping everything peaceful and flowing and at ease, especially because your girl don't smoke weed anymore. And child, that's a whole nother conversation. Typically, in most seasons of my life, when I would be overstimulated or stressed out, my first reaction would be to smoke sativa. I don't do the indica, okay? But it would be to smoke, to roll up. And that is something that God has been speaking to me about for a long time. And that was a real power struggle. I was not trying to let that go because I just felt like it's an herb, it's natural, it's from the earth. Like, why can't I? And I think anything that we have a dependency on that you can't just stop. I mean, I could have stopped, but I didn't want to. Anything you have a dependency on that's not of God is something you definitely need to check your heart posture on. That's one. And two, what I found is that I did really enjoy doing it just on a relaxing, when I'm outdoors in nature, like add to the flow of my day. But I also noticed that when I would get stressed out or overwhelmed, my first thought would be to smoke, because it was almost like I wanted to escape the feelings of being overwhelmed. And so I've been really pushing myself to work through them. I think that sometimes God takes things away from us for a season, and sometimes God takes them away for a lifetime. I don't know if it's going to be a lifetime or a season for me. I'm okay with either or. I hope that it's not forever, but for now, no smoking of the marijuana. I do still love tinctures. I love herbal infusions, again, because there are so many really great benefits of THC and CBD, and so many ways that you can consume it. Like when I used to live in LA, the dispensary near me delivered me some THC infused manuka honey. And so I would put the manuka honey in my tea and drink it. And it's really nice because you get the medicinal properties, but you don't get the feeling of being high. But the thing about it is, most of us that's out here in the struggle, I'll be right there with you, so no judgment, but most of us that be out here in the struggle, the reason that you're using weed and the reason that you getting fried and rolling up and drinking and smoking and doing whatever you do is because of the fact that you're trying to escape. You want to get high, like you want to escape your body and go into another space, because life just be too much. We get stressed, we get bored, we get discouraged, we get overwhelmed, and so we just want to get fried so you don't have to feel it and just numb the pain. And I'm in a space of really journeying through it, no longer escaping my feelings and no longer escaping my reality. So yeah, but this right here is a tincture that I have. This is called Clarity. So this is 100 milligrams of THC, 100 milligrams of CBD, 100 milligrams of CBG, black cumin, peppermint, and thyme. So I really like this. This is basically a 1-to-1 tincture, and this is also really good. I got this a while ago. It's basically empty, but this one is really good. I like this. Like I said, I think infusions are great, and you got to honor your process and honor your journey. Everybody's calling and everybody's conviction, more importantly, is not going to be the same. Some people can go through their journey and smoke weed like nothing ever happened. To each their own, and I have no judgment about it. Do what you do, and I'm rooting for you. And, you know, whatever your journey is, some people are convicted about certain foods, certain TV shows, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends. And I think I just noticed that I was in a space of finding it hard, blurring the lines too much, of escaping my reality and doing something for recreational pleasure use. And it took me such a long time to finally really lock in on it, because it had a strong hold over me. And yeah, so anyway, now I just be, like I said, on my herbal flow, just consuming herbs this way. And also, like, I don't love the concept of smoking and inhaling smoke and all that stuff. I feel like I could do it recreationally maybe later in life, but for now, I'm gonna just rock out with my tinctures. I'm gonna rock out with my prayer, my meditation, with my essential oils, okay, with my breath work, and allow nature to run its course. Allow all of the abundant resources that God has gifted us with to be tools on our healing journey. Just really rock out with those. And but yeah, so that's that. I'm about to call it a night. I think I'm gonna end this video here. I have to pack for this trip, child. I don't even know where to start with that. And of course, I forgot my suitcase in the car, of course. But it's like 10:56 right now. I told myself that I'm going to bed by 11:45. So I just need pajamas. I need an outfit to wear to this event on Saturday, another outfit to wear potentially on Friday night. If I go, they're having a VIP dinner or something like that tomorrow, Friday night. So if I end up popping out to that, I have an outfit to wear somewhere around here for that though. So I am going to just pack some stuff for that. But other than that, I'm gonna be off the grid. I'm gonna be chilling. So I'm not really tripping about having outfits to wear in North Carolina. I'm gonna be chilling at my family's house, cooling in some shorts and t-shirts and keeping it cute. I need clothes to sleep in. I need a towel, skincare products and everything. So I think what I'm gonna probably do, I wanted to have everything packed so that I wouldn't have to come back home before I leave tomorrow night. But honestly, it's not giving that. So I think I'm gonna do my best to get some things together tonight, and whatever I get together tonight is good. I'm gonna just come back after work tomorrow and get everything situated. So yeah, that's that. I had a lot of fun vlogging today. I missed this. I'm feeling good about just getting out of my head and just getting back into my body and getting into the flow of enjoying creation and not being worried about perception or likes or clicks or all that. Just being in flow, letting my inner child roam free, fulfilling my dreams of creating and sharing. And I'm grateful to be on this journey with y'all. I'm grateful that y'all continue to show up for me through all of the ebbs and flows of this journey called life. And I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, tomorrow, like I said, we're gonna be hitting the road, and that'll be the start of a new vlog of my road trip and my time off the grid. I told everybody I'll be off the grid for the next few days. If you need me, hopefully you don't, but I'm gonna just be basically letting everybody know, like, please don't call me. I'm gonna be in a healing space, in flow. I'm gonna be spending time with God, outside in nature, spending time with family, just really nourishing and nurturing my spirit and being still. I'm looking forward to it. I gotta go to AT&T tomorrow too, because I gotta get this phone thing situated. My contacts and stuff didn't transfer over, but I'm noticing stuff is transferring over little by little, so it may just take some time. I'm about to do my devotional before I go to bed. I want to show y'all this real quick, and then I promise I'm gonna slide. So this is Until Today by Ayanna Van Zant. It's probably backwards because I'm talking to y'all on the front camera, but this is daily devotions for spiritual growth and peace of mind. And I really, really love this. I love the language that she uses. That's the clock letting me know it's 11 o'clock. But yeah, this is Until Today by Ayanna Van Zant. I absolutely love this devotional. I love the language that she uses. I love just the way that it's a spiritual devotional rather than a religious devotional. And I love how it ties back to scripture, to life experiences, and it leans on different spiritual teachings and walks of life. I'm really big on growing and deepening in relationship with God, and not worrying about the labels or titles or the semantics of, well, you should do it this way or you shouldn't do it this way, or what this pastor says or what this person says, or you get what I'm saying? Like, I think there's something so sacred about developing a real relationship with your creator and allowing God to show you the blueprint and letting it unfold, and coming across tools that help you get closer to God in a way that you can understand, because each of us are wired differently. And it's kind of like in school where they teach everybody the same curriculum, and then people struggle because we're all wired differently. We all have different learning styles, and schools that cater to your learning style typically produce more well-rounded and prepared children. So anyways, child, yeah, so today's is July 18th. I will gain more understanding when I realize there are some things I need to heal before I can forget them. So I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read my Bible, of course, too. And I'm gonna find that scripture I was telling y'all about where God is basically just talking to us about stewarding our vessel. Yeah, I'm gonna find it. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great day, a great night, wherever you are. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for journeying in grace with me. I love y'all deep, 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 deep. And there's no place I'd rather be. The nervous system is rejuvenated, okay? Sister girl is calm, cool, collected, ready to get some good rest and show up in the world on purpose tomorrow. May God be so gracious to allow me to see another day. And until then, I'll holla at y'all later. Good night.